remember the fucking
countdown or something. You ready? You know I'm ready.
We go live, but we about to lose our slot because we got to put
I've been practicing. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? 95.5 R&B, man. It's your boy DJ Ball. We in the building right now. We got the whole house full. You know what I mean? It's smooth, right? That was clean.
95.5.
It's magic. No way. No, y'all remember that shit? You ready? You ready, set, go?
We live.
Hey, what's going on, man? Season 2 in the cut live, man. We're DJ Ball, man. We got a whole fucking house full in here today. It's gonna be a good show. We got a lot of things we got to go across, so we're gonna start early. We're gonna get right into it. What's up, Jason? Welcome back, aka the Smart Brother.
I wasn't expecting to come on first. I wasn't ready.
You wasn't ready?
I'm ready now.
Come on, man. Shoot it ready, man.
What are you doing out there?
You going down like the Celtics. Be ready, brother.
I have no idea. I watch basketball.
Well, they're losing right now. We got a special guest in the building, Boss Lady. AKA Cookie Line in the building, man. What's up, man?
It's the Dabbler.
It's the Dabbler. What's up, man? Nah. What's up, man?
Nothing much, you know. It's
Welcome
a pleasure to be here.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was Vegas?
Vegas was amazing.
Good.
We had a great time.
Good. I'm glad that y'all came out. I know you ain't a Vegas fan, but shit, I'm glad we can give you a good experience. You know, the family was out there laughing. Yeah, you had a good time.
It was great. It was great.
Made the best of it. So we got some good topics for you today. Some stuff I know you're gonna like to dabble in. You know what I'm saying?
The Dabbler.
The word of the season is that.
Yeah. What's up, Bob? Welcome back, Bob.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, man?
Just chilling.
You ready?
Ready.
Ready to roll?
Rock and roll.
You ready with the snarkiness today? Did you bring the snarkiness?
I'm here.
You here for it? Joey.
Yeah,
What's up, Dirty?
I'm here.
How was your show Sunday?
It was good.
Talk
It
to
was
me.
good,
Tell me what
man.
happened.
Man, we rocked out Madhouse Comedy Club. I ended up meeting a producer. I guess he produced like documentaries and shit. So he wanted us to do another comedy show inside a barbershop so he can produce a documentary.
Nice. That'd be dope, bro.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to bring more light to the shop, bring more light to the show, and it's gonna be professionally filmed from like how we set up to everything. They probably even filmed the show itself live.
Man, I'll tell you what, bro. Them blessings coming all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? They coming from everywhere. We got a group of people here that's moving their feet. You know what I'm saying? We got a good group, good circle, man. And that's why I don't hang with everybody. If y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make it easy, bro. I swear to God. So blessings to that. Glad you had a good show, and you know many more to come. Bella, what's happening? What's good, G? We're here you're looking shiny today.
I'm shining.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
It was great. You know, work, same shit, different day.
All that.
Yeah.
So we got a whole list of objects going on. We got a whole list of things to go down, but we're gonna get started early today. So this weekend we got a lot of events. We got some people in the building, man. Shout out to JP in the building. Shout out to Fave in the building, man. We got some stuff come down the pipe. Oh man, the family back there, Tay and them. Everybody home, man. So we're gonna get into Father's Day. We want to talk about Father's Day, and do y'all feel like Father's Day gets overlooked? You know what I mean?
Niggas don't like their daddy.
Niggas don't like their daddy.
Name 10 niggas that like their daddy.
I was raised by mine.
That's one.
Brian.
You don't know that nigga.
Ronnie.
You know.
Nah, man, but I like my daddy. He cool.
Okay.
I ain't getting him nothing though.
See what I'm saying? Did you get your mama something?
My mom dead.
I'm sorry.
Man, fuck me.
They got dark.
And the dark cloud.
But do you ever look at Father's Day like maybe like it gets a little more overlooked?
They do because I think niggas just not one. A lot of people don't have like their father in their life, and that's more common than somebody like not having their mother in their life. You know what I'm saying? So I think like when you put it on average like that, and then on top of that, a lot of good fathers get overlooked. So with that particular holiday, it's just like nigga, it's just another day. I don't think not too many men care. I don't know. I don't have no kids, but like I don't think my dad never really cared about Father's Day. He was real big on Mother's Day though.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas distracted?
No, we good.
Trying to turn it down now a little bit, trying to get everything situated.
Hello, man. So you're not a father.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I didn't say nothing, bro. I'm just saying you're not a father as of yet, bro. But as one, I can tell you that like I never felt anything on Father's Day. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Like,
been a stepdaddy though,
you have been a stepdaddy.
and I had celebrated a Father's Day as like somebody saying like I'm big.
Did you feel special?
No,
How did you feel?
Men take it.
I felt like the pancakes was burnt. The eggs weren't fully cooked.
Did the kids make it?
Yeah, it was a kid.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And he drunk out of the orange juice.
He drunk out of the orange.
He drunk out of my orange
You gotta
juice.
make sure with no bugs.
How old was
You
the
know?
kid?
He was like 6.
That's how you get cold. That's how
I
you
said
get
he was
cold.
like 16.
If you're 16, how old is his mama? How old am I? Let's all the questions we got to ask.
That's actually really cute. I think that was.
I think
And now he making pancakes for a whole nother
there's
nigga.
a whole nother nigga getting them flapjacks. You getting all the
And I make
flapjacks.
sure they don't prison the eggs
Now
ain't
somebody
burnt no
making the
more.
good ones for another nigga.
Yeah, he practiced on you.
Yeah, practice on me, man. Yeah, okay.
He practiced on you.
Okay, that's why we
Father's
doing
Day
It was
practice.
elaborate.
You was a practice daddy.
So Vaughn, real question. So you have a daughter.
Yes.
Do you ever do anything special for a father?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay.
From afar.
From afar. So you still show that
She said cash
appreciation?
out.
That's dope. That's dope to hear, to be honest with you. Because that ain't as common as you think it is.
You know, I gave you your first, so
Okay.
we can figure it out.
Do you and your daughter do stuff together?
Yes.
So you make it special?
They be burning pancakes.
No, we don't burn no pancakes. That wrist game is proper.
Does he do the same for you?
Yes.
That's dope, man. See, I like them kind of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grown.
Takes two. Can't do it by myself.
Do you do anything for your father?
Yes. Both of them.
Talk to me about that.
I mean, because my mom and my biological dad split up when I
Oh, I
was
thought
probably
I
like...
thought your daddy was gay.
You know, it's 2022.
No, we don't do that. No, so they split up when I was young, and my mom's husband, that's my dad, and they separated.
You got a good story.
They separated, and that's still my dad. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and all my parent, my mom, and both of them, everybody gets along, and that's a weird thing. Not weird about old heads. Everybody can get along.
That is the average.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
They
My
can get
granddaddy
along.
still don't like my
Listen,
grandma.
If we have an event,
Florida.
everybody coming, it's not gonna be nothing. And I explained that to my daughter's father at one point in time, and like I had to say, you know, we have to be a blended family per se, because I'm not finna have my daughter and everybody else sitting over there like all standoffish. Like, no,
It's weird.
It's weird. Why you bring that? Don't be weird to me.
Yeah. For sure.
So
I love that.
I don't even want to get
As-
like my daddy.
As you are a married woman.
Yes.
What's Father's Day to you? What does Father's Day mean to you?
Father's Day for me is very important. You know, I celebrate Father's Day.
Okay.
Every Father's Day with my husband.
Nice.
And I make him feel, you know, I make him feel great on Father's
Appreciate
Day. We do a big breakfast.
Pancakes.
You know, and I'm really good at breakfast.
Nice.
Well, I'm really good at almost everything. I can cook.
Is breakfast your best meal?
period.
Breakfast, no, it's not my best.
Okay.
Dinner is my best.
Oh, okay.
Could you work at Waffle House?
I mean,
Baby, you gotta be able to.
If you work at Waffle House, you different.
You gotta be able to slap
my husband, he didn't like eggs before he met me.
What? That's what Waffle House
No,
does.
never.
You can't work a Waffle House.
They ain't got all your teeth.
I
You
can't.
can't work a Waffle House.
And you don't smoke a pack of
I do feel like Father's Day
You
is
gotta have to do
overlooked
for
for, you
Father's
know, the good fathers out there. I feel like, you know, it's so much toxicity when it comes to, like, you know, the mother. Like Vaughn said, like, she actually, you know, makes her baby father feel special. It's not enough of that, you know, because of, you know, a whole bunch of other extra stuff. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's overlooked, I feel.
Very much so.
Where Jasmine Sullivan said, don't forget to pick up your feelings. I mean, a lot of these females
Yeah,
forget to
they
pick them up.
can't.
That bitterness.
They can't.
That's why I don't
It's a lot of
these
bitterness, I
A
think.
lot of bitterness. Jay, what's happening, man? How you feel about Father's Day? What's your take on Father's Day? Do you feel like
As a father.
Father's Day is as fair as Mother's Day, or is it equal at any point?
I mean, I ain't had to carry him around for 9 months in my stomach, so
That's
every day
different.
Father's Day, if you ask me in that
Okay.
regard. But in all seriousness though, like, Father's Day for me is more for the kids than it is for me, because they enjoy like they make arts and crafts. They make all kinds of drawings and
That's dope.
little crafts and stuff damn near every day that they're giving me. So they enjoy doing that for Father's Day, and that's more for them. Like personally, I don't care.
Yeah. I feel that because when I was a jit, I used to be sad as fuck that I couldn't make nothing for nobody. So like I understand why you say like for the kids, like you know what I'm saying.
And it's like
you just was a little no talent having motherfucker. Couldn't make a macaroni necklace or nothing.
No, nigga, I ain't got no daddy to give it to, nigga. Don't give it to my grandma.
being a father.
That's what they be saying. You know, being a father. You know,
being a father in general, you kind of overlook more so than mom. You know, mom gets diamonds, dad gets a necktie. And that's cool because did you really have kids for the accolades?
Yeah.
I
did. Get the remote.
All right then.
Okay, I got one last thing to say now. I'm off the topic. I did see something on social media earlier today where you know how kids in school they be making stuff for Father's Day, Mother's Day, all that stuff. So I guess one child lost their father, and the teacher still made them feel special and like. Basically, it's kind of like I was your angel, now you are mine kind of ordeal. And still made the same, you know, spray. And I'm like, okay, that was thoughtful of the teacher. Like, because some teachers are like, I damn trying to go
give it to your uncle.
Like, give it to who you think your father think is. Like, so that was thoughtful.
I feel like fathers now, I will say this, speaking on this generation, I see more fathers now than I seen when I was a kid. And it's like, not even close. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the men I know in my life, in their kids' life, you know what I'm saying? They raising their kids, they help them raise their kids. And growing up, the stigma was that we didn't take care of our kids. I do not see that. I'm just being honest as a motherfucker. I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like all my brothers in this room, all y'all, everybody in their kids' life. You know what I'm saying? And me being a dad, a single dad, my son just graduated high school Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Dead ass, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That was the biggest Father's Day present that nigga that ever gave me. You know what I'm saying? I almost did. I almost did because the kid who was the valedictorian at Mission Bay out of all schools, very low black population, was a black kid. And he gave a speech where he talked about split households and how the statistics for a split household is like your chances of graduating high school goes down by like 60%, like way down. And then to be in a one-parent household, and then to be middle income or low income, whatever the hell, and like how all those kids beat those odds out of COVID and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to get off track, but like as a father, when people tell me stuff like I'm conflicted because they go, oh my God, you're such a great father. And in my mind, I'll be like, I'm just doing my job. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hate it that we are taught to be like we're doing something special because we're just doing our fucking job, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I do nothing special. Me and my son have a great relationship. Me and my kids have a great relationship overall. You know what I'm saying? But like, me and him specifically, because I've been raising him by myself for so long, we like this. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never had that man lie to me about nothing. I call him a man because that's what the fuck I'm raising. You know what I'm saying? So like, my Father's Day hit different because I was raised by my dad. I'm raising my son. So Father's Day for me is a day in which I don't even feel appreciated because it's between me and him. He make me feel appreciated like every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and my son tell each other we love each other in a gangster way though. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Love you, little nigga. I love you too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we say it and we mean it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just glad everybody here got your story. Actually, is very, very, very like motivating to hear that you got people in your life that have so much love in between y'all because you don't hear that.
And
I'm not even trying to
young.
be funny. You know what I'm saying?
I'm young, so it's like, get it together.
You figured it out. A lot of people don't like that. My mom and daddy's best friend.
What is it doing, ultimately, what is it doing for the child? What is it doing for the child? It's not about you. The moment you split, the moment you separated, hell, even if you're still together, it's never about you. So.
I know my daddy now though.
Y'all cool like that?
Yeah, he in prison.
Cool like that. Cool like that.
You can be cool from there. You know, it's right. Anyway, man, another thing that's happening this weekend, we got Juneteenth coming down the pipe. Juneteenth, we want to talk about the rise of Juneteenth. Just the actual knowledge of it all. Like growing up, I don't know if y'all know this, but like, I didn't know shit about no Juneteenth when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like,
I also didn't have access to a lot of things.
A lot of information.
Yeah.
Niggas here.
I heard the story, but y'all know the story behind Juneteenth?
Yeah.
You know how it started?
I know the gist.
You want to, my Black Panther, resident Black Panther brother? You want to give us like the gist of?
Oh, so slavery ended in 1863. They didn't let the Negroes that was in Texas and so forth know that slavery was over to 1865.
Right.
2 years later. That's why it's called Juneteenth.
That was a breakdown?
Yeah, that's what I know of it. It may be some more.
It was a celebration. I already know it was actually a celebration. It was almost like Mardi Gras or something. And it was a celebration that they started down in your area, actually. You know what I'm saying?
No, we was already free.
Y'all was free?
We were free in 63.
It actually started in Texas.
In Texas?
It was Texas.
Okay.
It was in
They
Texas.
started the celebration like a march or something every...
Yeah, there was a memorial, like the day Juneteenth, Texas was the first to institute it. And
Juneteenth?
then it spread nationwide.
You know what year it was?
1868.
This nigga.
You know he know.
You knew he knew.
Smart brother.
He knew.
Got all of that.
So how do y'all feel about Juneteenth? I know a lot of people trying to like monetize it now. They trying to make it more commercial and everything like that. Like capitalize off of it, right? They made it a national holiday as of like what, last year?
Last year, yeah.
Something like that.
Juneteenth makes me feel, because when I think of Juneteenth, I've been going to Fabo Juneteenth cookout shit for the past 3 years, and like now when I be thinking about Juneteenth, I be feeling like black people at their strongest on Juneteenth. Like I don't know if you watch Avatar, but when they was like the summer solstice, and them niggas are scared that the Fire Nation gonna be at their strongest, nigga. That's how niggas is. You gonna be at peak nigga them on Juneteenth, nigga. Your skin gonna be blowing, nobody gonna be ashy. Like you know what I'm saying? Hey, Ashley, tell him. You know what I'm saying?
Ashley, have you been celebrating Juneteenth the last couple of years, or have you been celebrating for a long time? Like, when did you really start kind of getting the gist of it?
Well, I haven't celebrated Juneteenth. You know, I really don't celebrate too many holidays.
I get it.
So,
It ain't growing on you yet.
Nigga, the Grinch.
yeah, no. What do I do? Like,
Did we
just
give
have to
gifts?
go out, cook some food at the house. But that's what we normally do for a holiday. We cook and we stay at home with our kids, you know?
I think holidays are meant for that, though.
Y'all gonna barbecue?
Yeah, you know.
Jason, what's your take on Juneteenth? I remember one time, I think we talked about this a while ago, and you said you didn't really fuck with it.
I said I didn't fuck with it as it stands now, but something I don't really share on the show.
Okay.
My mother is a Black Panther.
Oh,
was a
wow.
Black Panther.
I didn't know that.
And so I've been celebrating Juneteenth my entire life, or at least aware of it. We didn't do the extras. I'm a veteran, right? So what I would do is I would drop leave for Juneteenth, and then I would charge people to take their watches on the 4th of July.
Oh, nice.
Because, you know, people try and get off work for that.
So you're gonna be a slave on 4th of July.
4th of July, they started Declaration of Independence. We had 100 more years to go before Juneteenth came
You knew he
around.
was going to hit you with a staff.
Facts. 1776. Yeah.
So I would celebrate Juneteenth in lieu of 4th of July. So when it came around, my beef with it was that they were wrapping it up with Pride Month and they were trying to make it this all-inclusive deal. Like, oh, it's oppressed peoples everywhere. Like, no, this is for black.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you.
Not immigrants, not you, not them. It's for us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my beef with it. Not the holiday itself, but the way that once it became mainstream, it was going to be spun.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. Can you imagine being the slaves that found out 2 years later that niggas been free 2 years later? You found out you
Y'all
been...
ass. Y'all didn't send me a pigeon or nothing. Ain't nobody call me and tell me.
Why nobody talking about how good the fucking cheese is?
You know, you have people in the 20th and 21st century that were still being held as slaves that had no
Shit, they let them free to nothing. I don't even want to get on that. I'll be pissy. I'll be eating talking about that shit. On me.
Not me. I would have known 2 years. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I'm about to go meet up with you.
What that nigga doing on that now? Nigga, we free.
Have you ever been in any Juneteenth celebrations? You ever been in any Juneteenth celebrations or anything like that?
So as you said, that like growing up, I didn't really know much about Juneteenth.
Where you grew up at?
I'm a military brat. I'm a Navy brat, so I grew up all over. So I definitely didn't know about Juneteenth probably until maybe the last like 2 years I knew about Juneteenth, and I can't say that I celebrated within the last 2 years. I feel like it's something
like I'm appreciative of something that is, you know, honoring our people, my culture, my people, or whatever. But I do feel like it's become more commercialized. So, and that's for like the people in mainstream, like people in the Walmarts or the, you know, those big corporations. They're trying to capitalize and trying to monetize it, and ultimately, I don't like that part about it because it's like, I mean, I guess they do that with everything. You know what I'm saying? They do that with everything. It's Pride Month, and you know they do that shit with Pride Month. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I mean, it's like
this is Pride Month, eh?
Yeah, it is.
So you know they try to monetize.
But it's July in San Diego,
and a lot of the people in that community don't even like that shit. They don't like that they monetize them and use them. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying, same shit.
Right. So that's like it's like a double-edged sword because on one hand it's like, okay, I like it, you know, we come together like he said, you know, we strong, we together, it's all these black people, whatever, but ultimately, I can't say I've celebrated it, but I think this year I probably will. I will celebrate.
Well, go ahead, get out there and get some
type of
you know what's unique though is right. You know, every city has got their day. Basically, it's based on the area code and the day of the year that falls on. San Diego actually falls on Juneteenth, 619.
Nice.
So it's like the citywide hood day plus Juneteenth.
So them niggas was gonna meet up anyways.
Yeah.
In San Diego, they were gonna meet up anyway. Now you done gave extra.
Now you gave us
and St. Louis's day is on my birthday.
314 day? Hey, you know we be rocking that. Y'all don't know about that. That shit's real.
Brought that Pat back.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Pass it to that man next to you. Y'all talked about shirts before the show. Big dog. What's your name? Where you from?
JP, I'm from Sacramento.
JP from Sacramento, man. Nice to meet you, man. Welcome to Indica Live, Brody. We have a piece of literature here.
Yes.
And we want to get into this real quick. Bella, can you give us a description of that real quick?
All right. So it is called The Right Wing. A black journalist reflects on his time working at the controversial One America News Network during the first half of Donald Trump's presidency. In Right Wing, JP Ba shares bombshell stories, earnest sympathies, and insightful observations from the experience, which helped him see flaws in news media at every point on the American political spectrum. As he brings the reader along this journey, Ba includes quotes and information from former OANN staff, professors, and other veteran journalists. Am I saying your last name right?
Bob.
You used to be in the church, didn't you?
Hey man, sounds interesting. You want to take us down real quick? Give us a description.
Yeah.
Talk about it, Z.
I actually moved to San Diego. I'm a journalist. I worked at CBS Sacramento and was wanting to live in San Diego, so came down here and I just took the first job that was available.
Okay.
And it was at this place called One America News out in Bayho, like near Mission Bay.
Yes, sir.
And I had never heard of it. I got in there. Day one, like, find out they're like big Trump people.
Oh wow!
So I called my dad and I was like, I don't know, like what I got myself into.
Yeah.
But I wanted to keep the job for a year.
Okay.
Just because, like, when would I ever experience something like that? And it got hard sometimes. Like I've written about it.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did it because when I went back to like regular news, I worked at NBC San Diego for 2 years after this. Channel 7, and a lot of stuff is the same. Like the way they do things, kind of the agendas they push, and they don't teach you that. Like when I was taking journalism classes in school, and when I was like an intern or whatever, like they teach you how to do the job, but they don't teach you like what their goal is with the job. So learning like what these corporations do, like in the media.
Yeah, I want to ask you more about the book, but I want them to read the book.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, I do want to kind of dabble into like your experience. I want to dabble into your experience as like working in that environment. Like I know you did mention it got hard, right?
Hey man, you fuck with Trump?
I can only imagine. But that's my thing.
I don't fuck with no American president.
But that's why, just by your tone, I can tell that right away. That's why I was asking
Trump.
the question.
I don't fuck with Obama. I don't fuck with Biden. I don't fuck if you the president.
You know the inside.
Out of here.
Yeah, you know the inside is what it is. I give it
That's always made my chest hurt. I said Obama.
So
my grandma almost.
That's controversial right there.
I missed that motherfucker now.
I almost had an asthma attack.
So did you ever have any incidents in which made you maybe want to walk away?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in the book.
Okay.
He said, read
Aretha
it.
Franklin's
Read the book, right.
funeral.
Oh wow.
This was like August 2018.
Okay.
They were in there making racist jokes. They had Aretha.
While you were there?
At the
They had
funeral.
I
Aretha
would've not
Franklin's
saw that
funeral
shit
up on the screen in the newsroom.
Wow.
We're working there and they're making racist jokes,
Wow.
clowning on like
Yeah, see.
people's hats, people's fits, like just the cartoon shit,
That's
big
the thing,
lips
yeah.
and all that. Like
No way.
Not blackface.
Wait, they're saying this stuff in while you're standing, like
see,
you're
they
in
think,
there.
they think they're slick because I used to keep my headphones on. And I
Okay.
used to sit like off in the corner.
Right.
So they're like kind of like doing
Make
their
us-
whole thing. Yeah. And
Okay.
I'm seeing it all.
So they thinking like, oh, he's not paying no attention.
Right.
That's
They
so
also
uncomfortable.
they don't
They
know
would've just-
because like I'm working there. They don't know if I'm down or not. Like they don't.
Right.
They don't
And he
ride.
gotta be down with
Right.
Trump. You
Ah, he's one of
there.
us.
He's working
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, bro.
Dang.
They don't know
That's
you're a
crazy.
secret agent.
Right. Meanwhile.
Hey, it reminds me of the Black Klansman. Have you seen this?
I watched that movie while I was working there.
You look like
He said you look like that nigga.
So yeah, man, I remember actually working during Obama's term, and in the lunchroom they had him speaking, and the white guy pretended to have a shotgun and shot at the TV, and I remember just that visual in my mind. I was like, I'm working with these motherfuckers every day, and I trust them with my life. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck
So-
are you
This
doing?
girl I went to college with
Service.
during Obama's term,
Yeah.
I think it was her dad or uncle or somebody worked at the fire department, like up near Sacramento.
Yeah.
And she posted on Instagram, it was a picture of a toilet paper roll in the fire department with Obama's face on it. And I was like, these are the people I gotta call.
Yes.
Like if my shit is on fire, like they're gonna be in my house.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I would say,
Knocking all your Obama plates
Right,
off
yeah.
the counter.
you know what? Without dipping too far into the book, man. Like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all go check that out right there.
let's try to dip into it though.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
I might
We can
say
get into
something that
some
makes
stuff.
everybody want to read the rest of it.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Whatever you want to know.
Basically, like I said, man, I know this over these two terms, I always told people, like, we needed Obama and we needed Trump because it showed us who we were. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Obama was in office, you start to see the shit around you. And then when Trump got in there,
You really saw it.
you know what I'm saying? It all came to the surface. So it was like, I felt like we needed that. We needed to see who we were.
So why we
And,
have
I think Obama is who we wanted to be,
Yeah.
and Trump's who we really are as a nation, not individuals.
I can feel where you're coming from. when you
what
say that.
America really is all about.
Mm-hmm. So did you tap into any of the climate of the community and the climate of the country in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mostly came at it from the media perspective.
Okay.
Because, like, when you say the climate, like, a lot of what affects how people act outside is what they know. So when they turn on the news, when they're reading, whatever, like, that influences people's thoughts, their behavior. So that's mostly what I got into. The last 2 chapters of the book, I stopped talking about One America, and I just get into, like, how all the news we watch, like,
It's
affects
shit.
people's behavior.
Yeah.
It's not all bad, but it needs to be changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question, actually. So you worked in an environment that basically you didn't agree with. So at any point, because obviously the news, you working behind the scenes. So at any point though, was your viewpoint changed? Because you said, I don't support Trump, but all that.
Yeah.
But at any point, did you see yourself or your thought process shifting working there?
Definitely.
Okay.
So the biggest thing was they don't do things the way that it's supposed to be done,
Okay.
and there's like no consequences.
So did your viewpoint change for the worse?
No. What I'm saying though is, like, once I saw that, I think there should be more news networks. No. What I'm saying about what they do, like in different ways. Like, why do we all do the? So at the end of the book, I wrote, you can go on YouTube and write 1932 news, 1986 news, 1905 news. We're doing this shit the same way we've been doing it for 100 years. And when I was there watching them do it any kind of way, I didn't like what their goal was, but I was thinking, like, why doesn't a group of black journalists get together and say, we're not doing it the way y'all do it? Why doesn't a group of all immigrants get together and say, we don't care what y'all watch. This is for immigrants.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think it's so hard to do that?
You don't know what you don't know. So when you go to college and they teach you how to write a newspaper article, how to produce a TV show, they're teaching you the same way they've been doing it. So then you learn to do it that way. It's like we all probably do stuff our parents do, even though maybe like we know we didn't like it as kids, or maybe there's ways we could be better adults than we think our parents were. We keep doing those same behaviors. Like you learn it a certain way, you keep repeating it that way.
Right.
Big facts. That's good stuff.
No, absolutely. So overall, for your book, what you want people to take from it? Because I know you wrote it from a perspective of working in this environment and everything like that, and it's obviously from your point of view, but reading your book, what do you want people to take from it?
So the last chapter is called Withdrawing Consent. And that's a reference to something called manufacturing consent, which means if you give people, so if there's 10 options and you only show them 3, they're only going to pick from those 3 options because they don't know the other 7 exist. So I'm trying to show people, turn the news off, go to a free library.
Yeah.
I used to live in PB. My favorite thing about the neighborhood was there was free libraries everywhere. Go to a free library. Go to like a journalist that maybe has a Patreon account, like, and you pay them instead of paying a cable subscription. Like, the information we have now obviously isn't doing nothing for us. So find new information. That's like the whole conclusion of the book. Like, I went through all that to be able to tell everybody this.
Yeah.
It was like that last chapter.
Yeah, because them facts stop becoming facts at some point, right? All of us, you know what I'm saying? During elections is when I watch the news the most, and I realized that I'll watch different news networks on purpose. I'll watch Fox News.
You was getting all the same information.
It was all the same, but they worded it different to get you to think a certain way. I would watch the same story on CNN, and I would watch the same story on Fox News, and I would hear how they would talk, and I would be like, you know what I'm saying? You could just see how they were fucking molding us. I watched a documentary on Netflix called Our Social Dilemma, and it was basically talking about how social media and like news outlets and stuff like that literally warp us. I was watching I watched a speech last night on this guy on Netflix, and he was a speaker, and he talked about he was just talking about slavery, and he was talking about how it affects us and how racism really came from and how it's rooted, and we are America, and that is what America is. And if y'all ain't seen it, it's fire. It's on Netflix right now. So Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, have you ever watched the news overseas?
No, I haven't.
So in the Middle East, you got the Al Jazeera network.
Okay.
And in Singapore, I don't know what the name of it is, but they speak English in Singapore. So
Yeah.
it's their official language, so the news is in English. And you watch the news over there, and it's a totally different coverage on the same shit versus what you get in America. So the news in America is basically split up into 2 halves. You have like your extremely conservative side over here, your Fox News and to an extent CNN and all that. And on the other side, you've got CNBC, MSNBC, and now BBC because they got bought out.
Oh.
BBC used to be BBC used to be still free, but they got bought out. Now they're just
Oh, you fuck with BBC?
Bronze. Now they're just as corrupted as the other outlets. But you watch like Al Jazeera or some of the foreign networks, you get more straight line coverage than you get in America about American news. It's crazy.
100%, man. Hey, so look, man. So sum up, man. For real, y'all make sure y'all go check that out right there. The Right Wing by J.P. Ba. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Let us know where we can get it.
Where can we get it?
WRITE. Not right.
Where can we pick it up at?
On Amazon. That's the only bookseller I'm on right now.
Okay.
There's some other ones on there, but for now, you go on Amazon, search Right Wing,
Right
my
Wing.
name, JP, DA.
Just like that, man. Well, appreciate it, man. Congratulations on the book, brother. And we wish you much success, man. We looking forward to that story. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. We're going to change temperatures in the room real quick, man. We got this video that's going around right now. We're talking about this young lady spoke out. Do you want to play the video?
Let me tell y'all how to spot a lame even when he's single. One of the biggest tips is when you're comfortable being posted up. Real men, a real boss mentality, a boss status. Don't want to see nobody if it ain't his wife, his girlfriend. He don't want no hoes, get no clout, or attached to his name. Even if he is single and out here dating to get the right money. Y'all gotta stop thinking that's attractive. I cut a dude off just for that reason alone. No standards and no self-respect. Shit, I might even think you got some. I like the standards class. You're not really lit until you touch me. And the pass around is just taste. You ain't nothing to have for.
Okay, so in that video, I know y'all can hear it here in the studio, but I know y'all can hear it at home. I'm gonna sum it up real quick. The young lady in the video was basically saying like the way you can spot like a corny ass dude, basically if he's single, is if he's spotted out a lot with a lot of random women. Basically, for example, like the guys in VIP that just got women in his section. He don't know none of them. They just there drinking for free. He just got to have women around him. He floss his, you know, he got hoes basically. You know what I'm saying? She basically was breaking it down like men need to be more exclusive, need to carry themselves a certain way. The type of women that you have around you, you got to be careful with all that. You know what I'm saying? So she basically was saying like it's lame. Like she also said something along the lines of she get STD vibes. When a man is always got like a whole bunch of different random ass women around him for whatever reason. So we tapping into that. Do y'all agree with it? Do y'all disagree? I know we got probably some stories to tell going behind this. Joy, you want to start?
Yeah.
What you want to get into?
First of all, fuck her.
So tell us how you really feel.
Because like, how you gonna make the problem the man fault? Like, them women coming over there with us. Why is it a problem? Because we have them in VIP with us, but it's not a problem that they going off the random niggas just trying to get free liquor.
Who said that wasn't?
But I don't think it was just strictly about the VIP. I think her point was basically just saying like any man being seen with just a whole bunch of women anywhere in any setting. It doesn't have to be the club or different women. Just all the time. Like, even if it's like to his point, like he was saying, like in VIP, because you don't know some of these women you don't know. It's just like, oh, she's a baddie, she's a baddie, she's a baddie. Yeah, y'all come to my section, but dudes do that anywhere. I mean, not all dudes. I'm not saying that, you know, but that I think to her point, it's not. Doesn't matter the setting. It's not just like, oh, they in a club.
So you saying like just basically have
niggas who's just seen with a lot.
I'm seeing with a lot of women.
She said it's lame.
Yeah, she said that's giving lame.
And that's cool with her. Because my thing is, because my profession, I'm around women. I'm a hairstylist.
Okay.
And I'm a photographer.
Okay.
And I started, you know, and a comedian. So I'm gonna be around women a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean I'm fucking all of them. I'm only fucking one.
Okay. Congratulations.
You know what I'm saying? I'm only fucking one. So it's like, so what? I'm with a bunch of that don't mean nothing. Like, we just like if a female is around a bunch of dudes, we can't just assume she fucking.
Oh please.
What if she got a whole bunch of brothers?
Exactly.
Them all her brothers.
You've been, not y'all particularly, but we don't know that particular female been passed around. Because it been situations where I done smacked a chick, and then I'm at my homeboy crib the next day chilling, and she come over there get smacked, and I see her the next week somewhere else get smacked. So if I see it with my eyes doing some whole shit, then it's like
That's different though. I'm not saying that. Like that's different.
have a lot of niggas around them. I actually hoes.
Jesus. They what? I feel I. I don't mind what she's
When I walk
saying.
up and I see a whole bunch of beautiful women, I'm happy. I'm like, damn, oh shit.
Nah,
You know?
that is true.
So why do you feel bad because this dude want to be around beautiful women? I want to be.
I just think it's lame that you got a bunch of bitches in there.
And I'm not one of them.
Yeah, I just don't think it's like me. Like,
I hear you.
You know what, man?
I thought it was another podcast in the room.
But no, it's like blah blah blah. What you see is a classic example of hating from outside the club.
No, it's double standard, bro. It's just all like you said. If I see a group of they have a bunch of bitches
Okay,
in
Whose
VIP.
problem is that?
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
On to the house, they party, have a good time.
Why?
Said, because it's not even about like what as far as like, oh, you in a club, you wearing Gucci, and it's not Gucci. She's not even talking about that. It's just the fact of men. She said a certain caliber of man. And it's not going to just have a whole bunch of randoms around him.
Let me ask, what is this mythical caliber of man that she's referring to?
She explained it. It's not
so caliber could be mental versus like financial.
I think caliber is really mental because at the end of the day, it'd be a whole bunch of niggas with a different caliber and they be having randoms around them.
It's richness.
You getting robbed.
That work at Costco is part time. They ain't got a
But you know what? Money don't exclude you.
Ain't no women finna be around no nigga who ain't got nothing.
But the thing is, money don't.
Not a group of
but,
niggas.
So at the end of the day, he got sons.
but money don't exclude you from being lame.
No, I ain't say that.
And that's what she said. She didn't say you was broke. She said you was lame.
I'm fucking.
I gotta let them touch them, and that's what Ashley was saying about. If you look at it the other way, if you got a homegirl and she got all these play brothers, right? She got 100 cousins and play brothers. You probably thinking she fucking these
And
niggas.
she probably is.
She fucking all 100 of them. Come on, bro.
Well, not exclusive. Shit.
Yeah, it's her business if she is.
Yeah, and it's just like it's that man's business.
It's only their business until it's our business.
Somebody definitely want that goddamn marinated.
Hey, that's
I would call yourself a man.
Can I ask a question?
And you sitting at the table.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, but you get what I'm saying though, and I'm just using it as a.
Can I?
Was she sitting at the table? She was sitting at the table. She was getting fucked on. No, she wasn't sitting at.
My thing is, right, I done lost my point.
How?
Because I'm high.
Okay.
And that's why I had my hand raised.
Got it. Okay, well, let me know when you're ready to get back. She wasn't sitting at the table. You know what I'm saying? But she was being.
I remember when you were like, that's when she was talking about the news. But I'm like, you remember when you were like, goddamn, you don't give yourself to peasants and shit.
Yeah.
My thing is, right?
Yeah.
Because me, when I was out here in these streets,
you can explain your peasant fucking.
Yeah, I was out here. Like, I was all the way out here. You feel me? But my thing is, when I found my girl, it made me realize the difference between her and somebody else. Like I feel like as a man, you gotta go through them peasants because like that's what made me realize what I ain't gonna tolerate, what I ain't gonna deal with, and what I need to bring to the table. Because also while I was just dating randoms, I was dating some women that were way out my league, and I realized like, hey, I probably need to get my shit together.
Up and down, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Before, I remember I was dating this girl, and man, we were perfect together. Great. I actually got the Marine Corps. I wasn't really doing nothing with my life at the time, and she about to be a district attorney of Jacksonville, and I'm like, I gotta leave you alone.
You
and she'll like, why? We doing so good. I like, cause right now I don't even match your fly. like at all. Like it does not match your fly. But when I start moving forward, it start making me more ambitious. I feel like as a man, we need to go through that shit because it's a growing process. Because you gotta think every major relationship you was in, you knew what better to do in your next relationship. You know what I'm saying? So like I've been married before, and you know what I'm saying, I made all the mistakes that you could possibly make, and all the other shit. So I know the next time I get married, it's like, all right, cool. I know what to do. I know what not to do too, because this is what it's gonna cause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say because the niggas just out here, like it ain't no way for a man to be like exclusive. Because you gotta understand, we the one that's pursuing, and then through that pursuing, it's gonna be some rejection.
Supposed to be pursuing.
Yeah,
I can say this though, like, okay, so I'm sitting in her seat trying to see it from where a man can see it on the opposite side of things, right? And when I see it like that, I have to think about women, right?
Listen to UGK.
I do. Love
Okay, so you know.
Why not? Why not have a good time with
Yeah, we was talking. We was this far from. I didn't say. Get up, nah.
I ain't no groupie. I'm just in there.
She was.
Oh no, she's in
She just got that.
That was BMF.
Well,
She was
BMF,
already
yeah.
thick, but she just got thicker.
okay, so
And she had
I ain't
a
seen her before that. I seen her
Cold
today. I didn't know what she looked like.
She tried to give me that ass one time. I had to go to work and shit.
Yeah.
You said what?
Huh?
I didn't know
She said she actually need her ass.
regardless of what it was before, it's what it is today. And she is that thing. If she slid me 2 VIP passes, nigga, I'm bringing the wife. Come on.
To what?
Trying to call her.
I said cash doll slid me 2 VIP
We in that
passes.
thing.
Shit, come on. I'm bringing the wife.
You a slut.
So Jason, you wanted to talk about effort, man. You want to talk about if you feel like relationships are still giving effort. What was the I was gonna say I just never write again. Yeah, but if you leave me on scene, I'm like that, but I don't block. I just I'm over that shit.
I've actually never blocked anybody.
Oh, you
Shit, I blocked somebody yesterday. It's exclusivity, nigga.
I had situations where like I done
I'll leave you on red my damn self.
You dead to me, I'm dead to you. We can keep it going.
I'd let a nigga watch me ball.
Yeah, like in that situation. But if I know that you wishing down on me, I'm not finna give you the access to it. I do feel like I think the reason for it is pride. My personal opinion, I think it's pride. I think for men, we don't want a woman to use us. I see women being like, that nigga's scared to get used for money they ain't got. Hilarious, right? But like,
No, bitch be like, oh, I want to come see it.
Yeah.
Come see it.
You say
No, but they be like, I'm in your city. Okay, and what about it?
Come see it. The only thing I can guarantee you, it depends on who you is. If I'm smacking or not, you can stay at my crib. Like,
you smack, but you ain't letting them say if you ain't smacking.
fuck no.
Damn, they what if they the homegirl?
That's not
Yeah, they, my homegirl.
That's not okay, dog.
Time out.
Time out.
Because I've been quiet this whole time.
Let's talk about it.
Time out.
Let him go.
Why would you travel anywhere, male or female, with someone
Without no smacking.
that you're not comfortable to at least be open to the idea of having sex? What's the point? What's the point?
Or at least having the conversation.
Like,
part.
yeah, that's no. A hotel room is not the time to get to know a motherfucker. You should already know this nigga before you sleep in the bed with him. That's your husband.
She's not speaking current.
Lots of people.
I'm talking about.
Well, honestly,
Niggas ain't saying
I'm
that.
not right, but so okay. How can I answer this? Because number one, honestly, I'm not going
They saying
to
it's a
see
sign.
no nigga.
Less than 1% of all dating people.
No, but I'm saying.
For real?
I
That's
check
weird.
out.
I say the opposite. I say threesomes last longer.
Oh, they check out. Not if they get me at the same time, because
You out of there. You tapping out. He said,
it's gonna be just
he said
them.
a leg shake and
They better start dabbling.
one leg shake.
And if you don't find what you need in them Bob videos, that's it for the rest of the
Like the word a long time, nigga.
Bro. I forgot about that shit.
But yeah, it is because it's a drug.
Mm-hmm. Sex is a drug.
Sex is a drug.
100%. Oh God.
Any kind of fetish, any kind of whatever.
You like to see it? You like to see it move around? Hey, Vaughn.
Oh my God! Like as soon as they come on the screen, they don't even talk to each other. They just start fucking. I like that. I like that. I don't want you to get to know each other because black porn acting is the worst. Them niggas don't be.
What's your take on this?
I think yes, it is ruining it because porn allows you to
Because you might find out that they ain't even into nothing you giving them, and that could be a part of your problem in your relationship.
Communication.
Y'all don't got the same physical.
It's a missionary for when you trying to get her pregnant anyway.
Nah, mine's hit from the back when I'm trying to get you pregnant.
You had to find the titties. I had to find the titties on the Spice Channel, nigga.
Yeah.
I remember them girls going wild commercials, nigga. Them bitches be up late at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 12.
Nigga, right. We used to record the girls going wild commercials and rewind them.
Women.
Oh yeah, girls go wild.
Cause that was the only titties you seen on
It was
TV.
that, and it was Topanga from Boy Meets World, and she changed everybody.
Oh my
I'm sorry. I'm telling you right now.
Mine was Laura Winslow.
White lady from.
You said. What?
So, let me tell you something, man.
How you feel about the ungroomed?
I've been a while for a while. Been a while for a while. And I done ate the baldest and I done ate some of the hairiest.
Okay.
And my worst time eating coochie was when like that little hair hit the back of your tongue. And now, cause you be all into it, right?
Yeah, man.
And then next thing and then you gotta do this. You can't even be into it no more. And then like,
yeah,
I just don't like hair on the coochie. And then like, some girl was like, "Oh, only childish niggas worry about hair on coochie." Some of that coochie be having BDBs and shit. You know, this ain't well groomed hair we talking about. We talking about compressed, non-treated hair. You can at least was like.
I think we got an example here. We got an example of what Joey may be talking about right here. Here we go.
Oh.
BDBs, baby. You know what I'm saying?
And she got underarm hair.
My word.
That's what she do.
Underarm hair, a whole smell. When I was in the Marine Corps, come on. When I was in the Marine Corps, anytime we was out the field for a long period of time, when we come back, they tell you to shave all the hair off your body.
Oh my!
Because that like you've been not bathing for 7 fucking days or whatever. That your hair holds that over.
Hold that funk.
Shave that shit off.
I mean,
hey, you know what?
You bathe every day.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Then
Like he said, he was out in the field.
Why? Be for real. Be for real. Who can say she's a very beautiful woman?
Gorgeous.
I don't think that
Outside, them BDBs around her fucking thighs.
Well, that's how she was born.
With BDBs?
Yeah.
No, nigga. So all of us were born with BDBs.
No.
Everybody's hair texture is different.
Yeah, I don't.
My so cool.
She has to shave her coochie or wax her coochie.
Or at least brush it.
Because you say
I said look like Kevin Durant. But niggas will talk about Kevin Durant, but don't say, oh, he was born like that. No, nigga, brush that shit. At least organize it. If she had like a little landing strip, I'll say, okay. Okay.
You couldn't see the landing strip.
Give that shit a line up.
I think that's childish though. I think it's childish to want your woman that be.
No, not my woman. Hold on. Not
He's talking. Okay, go ahead.
Not my woman. Like if I'm like my girl or some shit, she just ain't got to the little coochie shake, waxer lady. You know what I'm saying?
Coochie waxing lady.
And it's hairy. I'ma eat that coochie. I'm talking about a chick that I'm probably like, you know what I'm saying? Probably just like, I'll just smash it like her.
Yeah, she shouldn't be. Natural. And
That's what I'm saying.
She naturally need to go
at the end
home.
of the day, that's whoever she's into. They probably into the same chick.
I'm gonna start eating coochie with
Okay.
At the end of the day,
You know?
that pussy got sideburns.
that Abraham Lincoln coochie.
But I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's anything wrong with a natural woman. As long as you ain't wolfing and it's just like you ain't trimming it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you gotta trim it every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Take care of the house, man. Look,
Yeah.
look, that's my thing. If you want me to, sometimes when you eat food, right? The plate can just look appetizing. You can look at something like, damn, that looks good.
That's how.
You gotta stop
And
it.
it's hard to eat pussy when you drunk and it's hairy. I was eating this girl pussy drunk and it was hairy.
You gotta dry his mouth.
No, I thought I was licking her click. I was licking the side. Like,
How you get that lost? How you get that lost?
it was dark. I was just going to town.
What this nigga made?
How many crevices did this young lady have?
I told y'all like BBWs.
Hey, you know what the worst is though? When they not.
There, I have to get a wax, and you can't get a wax if it's literally prickly.
You
have
can't.
to wait till it grows out
6 weeks.
to even
A
get a wax.
quarter, like a grain of rice.
I hear what you're
Literally.
saying.
Hey, what about the Nestle Crunch though?
Nestle.
What is that?
Ooh. When you shave your coochie,
Yeah, she be
got
having them
a whole bunch of
BBs
hair,
on
I
her
mean,
shit.
a whole bunch of bumps and stuff.
Oh, the
That
Exfoliate.
be on,
I ain't never ate an SD Crunch.
Yeah.
in my
You
life.
gotta
I'ma keep it
exfoliate every other day.
Exfoliate.
that be on them light skinned girls.
Because that shit
That
we
be
get
on
shown.
people that don't take care of their parts.
No, I didn't say like you. I'm just saying
But I mean,
the light skinned girls that don't take care of
with
themselves.
some hairy meat, like you know what I'm
That
saying?
shit
Nigga come out
probably
and
smell
Some women do like hair on niggas, and that's disgusting.
I don't know if a man was completely bald down there, I would probably run.
Oh well,
dead ass.
So you like
I be aerodynamic in
I
that
can't
bitch.
just be shaving.
That's just
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
just
the
too
skin
much.
down there is too thin,
Really?
and I don't want to put you through that. Why would the skin down there is very thin?
that shit's pretty thick. It's a little loose. It's loose. You confuse it loose
I want to
with
speak
thin.
on this now.
I don't mind hairy dick.
I work out in
But you have spoken. Queen has spoken.
It don't bother me.
It don't bother me.
It don't bother me.
Weeds don't bother me. Vaughn, do you prefer the weeds?
Once I was eating coochie and hair, you was trying to get it out. Like,
Because I done smacked a bit. I ain't rinse off after, and she was sucking DZ here with the. I like, oh my bad. Because I like the organization, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I just.
organized.
It's organized. Like, I like, all right, cool. When I get down here, boom. The clip right there, the lips right here, boom. I can see where shit going, you know what I'm
you have
saying?
to understand also the way that it's set up down there. Certain places of the vaginal region will grow back faster than the other. So you can't sit here and expect her to go back and go inside her labia fold.
And all this other shit. And the first time we had sex, you pull out that little ball that Martin was fighting in the hotel with Pam.
He was wearing that bitch out.
Okay, so it just depends on who it is.
It can't be no initial.
My girl can have a hairy coochie couple weeks. Like,
So you telling me Amber Rose got a hairy ass coochie?
It probably never happens.
No, I'm just saying.
You never know.
What if she does? What if she does?
first of all, I'm a baller. I shave it off for her.
No, that's the thing. I never said anything wrong with smacking.
So you're not smacking her?
Oh, I never said that. I never said I never smacked her.
I will say this.
That's the problem.
You want to speak?
I didn't say.
All they seen in the movies when a couple get home.
Dick though. You gotta sanitize here. You smell like sanitize.
Sound like a baby's dick. That's gross.
I'm a Navy veteran, and I had to like straight back to the barracks.
Scissoring bitches and digging them at the same time. They get the 2-for-1 special.
Out here rolling too.
Anybody see that story?
Yeah, I seen it.
Think about it in the big
He was
scheme
like,
of things.
basically,
it's not much
he was saying
difference
like,
between
ain't no
20
difference
or
between a young lady
21
if she's
and
17 or
just kind of make
21
one's a minor
and
and
he's
one's
still
not a
cracking.
minor.
He like, even
But I
if
will
she
say,
had, he like, to be
I
honest,
adopted
if
this
she got a
bitch,
college
I
ID,
fine.
I'm
I
cracking.
said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a
To me,
college
and,
ID,
and since I'm talking, I'm like, to me that's creepy as fuck.
I don't care if she's 17.
When I was in undergrad, bro,
she's gonna get this.
I'm in the dorm, been talking to the chick out for like 2 weeks. She ain't never go to the clubs and shit with us. I'm thinking she's just one of them chicks that don't like go to clubs with us. So we chilling, doing homework. I'm about to try to attempt the crack. You know what I'm saying? But she on a dark phone with somebody. They asked her what her birthday, and she like 10, 95. And at the time, 95 was like 16. So I'm like,
Baby did that quick math.
I said, you 16? She said, don't tell nobody. Oh, bitch, I gotta go. I gotta go. And I went to all the homies. She like, why you told everybody? Because I know there's some homies behind me too. That won't. Oh my bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's something about a nigga hanging around with one chick. So we was talking about that exclusivity thing earlier. Talking about the type of women a man bring around. I work with this guy. I don't want to put him on blast, but. They just look young. They was like Thotty. You know what I'm saying? Like Tatiana came on. It was when Tatiana first came out, and they.
I can't even imagine like talking to my little niece they like 21 now, but at the time when they were like 16, 17, and a nigga come up and be like, oh, I'm trying to talk to your niece. Boy, I have a problem. I remember my little sister, she was like 18, 19. I used to let her come to my kickbacks and shit. But I'd stop the whole party and be like, look, this one, no.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be problems, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely, now he's trying to say that video is old.
It don't matter.
And no, he's trying to say he was younger when he said it.
Okay.
As in,
You wasn't 16?
Yeah.
You wasn't young enough to be talking about underage girls.
You were like 17, saying that shit.
I feel like he was the
for the festivities and participate.
You was doing too much.
He said every party.
I definitely done kicked the nigga out. I about 2-piece the nigga one time.
They don't
I didn't want to say it, and I stopped myself.
Baby gotta get
Hey,
checked
you know,
on
every-
the treatment.
3 months.
Yeah.
That's why he made sure. He gonna say y'all might be fucking him. What this is? We the never super spreader.
We promote protection and all that shit.
Keep falling off your ass. But no, I was telling.
I got some homeboys that when I know they ain't fuck nothing.
They went.
I know they ain't fuck nothing. I like y'all niggas was got home, they didn't expect nothing. But it was the vibe, bro. I like, okay.
You had to be there.
Okay, you just had to be there. Ah, okay.
It's an experience.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So yeah, we looking forward to that weekend, man.
Yeah, it's like the 6th-1, bro.
Hey man, I want to say I appreciate you, dog, with the especially with the Juneteenth shit, bro. Because when I first got here, that was the first time I really seen like a bunch of black people in San Diego in like one area, and it was like, damn, they really got niggas.
Which one was the first one you came?
I want to say it was at this small ass park.
In Chula Vista?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like. Doing that
was the
shit.
very first one I ever threw.
Mm-hmm.
So this one.
That's the one that Ski Beach you talking about?
Nah, I did one before that at the park.
Well, we hoping this be the best one so far, man.
Oh, this one gonna be lit.
This one gonna be the deal.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of revolution to the people, try to get some recruits. You also join that Black Panther Party, SD.org. I'll be the one putting the application.
Like that. Hey, one topic we want to hit on before we get out of here, man. We want to talk about services. So it was some things have been going on. Services being too expensive as far as salon service and these estheticians. If I saying it right, estheticians.
Yes.
Like these, you know, the lash techs and the makeup artists and the barbers and these particular services in our community. A lot of people.
That's right. You could have thought I was a 20-year vet. But no, man. Now that I'm in the industry, I did, because when I was on the other side, I used to be like, God damn, you barbers and charge a lot. But then when I got on the other side, realized it's a lot more to what your hairstyle is. Right? I'm breaking it down just like this. Okay. Come on. I have to charge you for product, how much I'm spending in product. Say, like, I gotta buy hair for you, and depending on the quality of the hair you want, I have to compensate for that, especially if I'm providing it, or color or some shit like that. So I have to compensate price, I gotta compensate my time, and I have to compensate for my talent. If I'm giving, like she said, top tier product, like, cause the reason why I actually giving bitches top tier product, cause every bitch I was smacking through my whole face got her hair done by her. Every last one I talked to, I like, who did your hair? A lot of people think like you paying for a service, you just paying for the simple act of the service, like the hair or the haircut. You know, you're paying for that person's time, their convenience, their talent, and 9 times out of 10 their products. Because you come to me, think about this, right? You want a fade and a hair color, right? You want this particular brand, you want it to look this vibrant, and you want to look like this. That product cost me $250. Why the hell I'm gonna charge you an extra $30 only just to make you feel okay when Rick don't give a fuck what I feel? Cause you gotta understand, my business, it's no, like, in our business, it's no guarantees. All this shit could fall off today. Niggas could just be like, say you only learn one fucking style and niggas switch on your ass is out of ass. You know what I'm saying? So like, you paying for a lot more. Then you niggas want to come and tell us all your fucking problems for X amount of time. Don't let us, like, then you want us to be at the shop when you want us to be there, and cancel when you want motherfuckers to be canceling on you and all that other shit. You about to make me mad. But and motherfuckers start talking about your prices. What you mean my prices? Because when you go to them white people salons, you don't give a fuck about their prices. You just going on and paying.
Yeah. And then you coming back, you doubling back to a hairstylist of culture because they don't show hair up.
Right.
Right.
You don't want to. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No.
live.
Hey, you gotta choose your fate.
You
right?
gotta-
If you want to live like your poison.
You don't want your stylist. You don't want your stylist to be cutting corners it's like making shit cheap. Cause as soon as they start making shit cheap, they gonna start buying cheap ass products. As soon as they start buying cheap ass products, your hair gonna be looking thin and thin. You know how them niggas that be y'all be going to these bitches with putting these badass products in your motherfucking hair. And now you wonder why you got alopecia out of nowhere and your hair fucking falling out.
No, that's a fact.
What about them? Hey, well, I remember when this place was first opening. It was promoting like.
But you know what I'm saying though? Like, yeah, I did come.
gotta keep people enticed. Y'all gotta keep people coming back for more. Y'all, it's a real hustle.
Hey, real quick, in the news, we seen a story that we, I thought was real interesting. It was an elephant that went through, and the elephant trampled this woman.
Not the Black Forces.
And then, he traveled 10 miles to her funeral to trample her again at her funeral.
So one more time.
That's a real story.
That's a true story.
He said, bitch, I'm gonna put you in the ground. Don't worry about it.
He trampled on her, she died. And then he traveled to her funeral to trample on her.
Y'all better stop underestimating elephants.
Stop underestimating elephants.
It really happened. Somebody said she must have did something to that elephant.
Ain't no she must have, she did.
The elephant
came to see me in my dream.
She must owe that nigga money.
I don't know.
He said back in blood.
Hey, imagine you at a funeral because somebody got trampled by an elephant, right? You sitting in the little pew.
And then that
same fucking elephant walking up. Oh, good job, you motherfucking scared.
Cause niggas ain't gonna believe that. Sitting there like, how did she go? How did she pass? And we was like, oh, she got trampled by an elephant. You a goddamn lie. And then the elephant come through.
Bitch, there go the elephant right there. He back.
Right there.
She was fucking that elephant.
And the Juneteenth celebration this weekend, this Sunday afternoon, man. We're gonna be outside for real, for real. Ashley, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your expertise.
That is great.
Thank
Niggas like, I'm glad
Joey,
to
be
be
out
here.
here, man. What's good?
You already know how I'm living, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Any shows coming up?
No. I'm just gonna be working on collabing again with Black and in the cut to bring the show back. Cause like I said, I got the guy that films documentaries and shit. So he want to do a documentary on how we produce the show inside of a barbershop.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna be working on and put most of my focus on going forward right now.
That's that. So we got the documentary coming soon, man. We're gonna have another comedy show up here. Miss Bella.
I got pee. Hell yeah, try.
I know. Great show, everybody.